Let's explore HTML5 Forms. HTML5 has brought in several modern input types and enhanced form features. It is important to understand these elements to build modern websites. Let's explore new input types like date, email, telephone, URL, search, and more. We can implement client-side form validation without JavaScript and enhance user experience using placeholders, autofocus, and autocomplete. HTML5 introduces new input types, specifically for date and time. Date provides a calendar date picker. Time allows users to select a specific time. Datetime local combines both date and time into a single input. Month lets users pick a month and year. Week allows selection of a specific week and year. Here is the example form. The first label is for meeting date, and the corresponding input type is date, with the ID and name set to meeting date. Similarly, the second label is for meeting time with the input type set to time, and the ID and name attribute set to meeting time. Notice the use of HTML tags, attributes, and values, which are color-coded for better understanding. HTML5 also offers specialized input types for contact information. The email type validates whether the entered text is in a correct email format. The URL input type checks for a valid URL format. The tel input type is optimized for phone numbers, and on mobile devices, it brings up a numeric keypad. This also has built-in validation during form submission. In the code snippet, notice the first label is for email, and the corresponding input type is email, with the ID set to user email, and the name attribute to email. Also, the required attribute makes sure that the field cannot be left blank. The second label is for website, and the corresponding input type is URL, with the ID and name attributes set to website. HTML5 provides specific input types for numeric values. The number type is a numeric input with increment and decrement controls. The range type provides a slider control for selecting a value within a range. For both these types, you can set minimum and maximum values in a step. These inputs have automatic validation to ensure that the entered values are within the specified range. These are mobile-friendly, enhancing the user experience on mobile devices. In the code, the first label is for quantity, and its corresponding input type is number, with the ID and name attributes set to quantity. The minimum and maximum values are set to 1 and 100 respectively. The next label is for rating. The input type is range, with the ID and name attributes set to rating, and the minimum and maximum values are set to 0 and 10. HTML5 offers specialized input types to enhance user interaction. The color input type provides a visual color picker. The search input type is optimized for entering search queries. These input types often come with browser-specific user interface enhancements. They offer mobile-friendly interfaces, making it easier for users on mobile devices to enter information. These types improve the overall user experience. Let's look at the code. The first label is for theme color, and its corresponding input type is color, with the ID and name attributes set to theme color, and a default value is set using the value attribute. The next label is for search. Its input type is search, with the ID and name attributes set to site search and search respectively. Placeholder text has also been provided. HTML5 includes built-in validation attributes that reduce the need for JavaScript. The required attribute specifies that a field must be filled out before the form can be submitted. The pattern attribute allows you to define a regular expression to validate the input. The min and max attributes set value constraints for number and date inputs. The min length and max length attributes specify the minimum and maximum allowed length of the text. Looking at the code, the first input is of type text, named username. It is set as required, and has a min length of 3 and a max length of 20. The second input is of type tel, named phone. It uses a pattern attribute to validate the phone number format, along with a placeholder for guidance. HTML5 provides attributes that enhance user experience. The placeholder attribute displays hint text inside the input field until the user starts typing. The autocomplete attribute enables browsers to suggest values based on the user's previous inputs. The autofocus attribute automatically focuses on the input field when the page loads. These features improve form usability and reduce user input errors. Here is an example. The form has autocomplete turned on. The first input is of type text and named full name. It includes a placeholder attribute and the autocomplete is set to name and autofocus is enabled. The second input is of type email, named email, with the placeholder and autocomplete set to email. The HTML5 Datalist Element provides a set of suggested options while the user is typing into an input field. It combines the functionality of a drop-down list with a free text input, allowing users to either select from predefined options or enter their own values. The Datalist element works with various input types and improves form completion speed while maintaining flexibility. Take a look at the code. The label is for browser, and the input is associated with the data list with ID browsers. Inside the data list are the options Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and Edge. HTML5 includes elements that provide dynamic form feedback to the user. The output element displays the result of a calculation performed on the form. The progress element indicates the completion status of a task. The meter element displays a gauge within a known range. These elements enhance form interactivity by providing visual feedback to users. Here in the code, we have a simple form that calculates the sum of two numbers using the output element. The progress element indicates that the upload is 70% complete. HTML5 forms come with many benefits. They provide a better mobile experience with specialized keyboards that appear based on the input type. They have built-in validation which reduces security risks. HTML5 forms reduce the need for JavaScript which improves performance. They improve accessibility for all users, ensuring that forms are usable by people with disabilities. HTML5 forms give a consistent user experience across browsers. They allow for faster form completion with smart features like autocomplete and data list. Embrace HTML5 forms for modern user-friendly web applications. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.